Okay guys, so moving on. I want to go ahead and talk about my couple more customs. And these you've already seen before if you've watched some of my previous videos, but this is the Foxwood Blue. And it is just lovely. I did the ballet pink trim with this. And I was really happy with the way that this turned out. I ended up getting a fox on the front of the bag, on the corner right here. And I was really, really happy about this. And also really love the quality of this bag, especially their customs. They're a little bit more pricey, but you do get what you pay for. This is the back of it. And I just love Foxwood. I could rant on and on about Foxwood, but overall I'm just very pleased. I ended up getting a fox right there and a fox right here. So I was really happy about that. And then the interior, I went with Foxwood Menagerie Blue. And that is just such a beautiful interior too. So I was really happy with this. So that is the Foxwood Blue tote. Okay, now I've got another stack of totes going on over there. Then I've got my Foxwood Menagerie Blue on the exterior and Foxwood Blue for the interior. So basically did the same layout as the other one. I did the little jewelry pocket. I did the trolley sleeve in the back here, right here, that functions as a slip pocket. And I just love this pattern, and I wanted to get this on the exterior, and I did, I believe, pastel turquoise for the trim. So for those of you who are curious about how pastel turquoise looks, I mean, this is it pretty much. It's like kind of like a sea blue almost. It's a very pretty color, but this is the Foxwood Menagerie Blue tote. And I did customize this to have a message on the interior. And it says, I want to be a healer and love all things that grow and are not barren. And this is from Lord of the Rings from Eowyn. So I thought that Lord of the Rings was just so fitting. Excuse me. I'm going to have to take these earrings off because she is just going to town. Okay. So anyway, so that quote is from Lord of the Rings, and I thought that that was just so fitting for the bag. Then I have my Best in Show tote. Got my Best in Show tote. And this one's also just filled with critters, with dogs. It's all about dogs in this one. And I have its cousin, the Halloween, as well, which is coming up next. So in this one, I actually have my Animal Kingdom tote stored. And I wasn't sure if I should do the Animal Kingdom as part of the small tote or the large tote, but I'm just going to include it in here. But this was new with tags, and it's just so beautiful. And completely just excellent condition for its age. And I've just been storing this. Just look at all those animals. Look at that great giraffe on the front. And you get like that cheetah. Oh, just beautiful. And I love that big border with more animals on it. With all those animals on it. So, yeah. So I'm just going to include that in here as well. But I was storing that in my Best in Show tote. And then this is the interior of Best in Show. And yeah, so that, and then this is the back. If there's a particular tote that you guys want to see more of, or that you want me to go to like through an in-depth explanation of like colors and pattern or anything like that, let me know in the comments and I can make a separate video just on that tote. I'm not going through all of these like in depth because there's just too many to get through. So for time purposes, I'm literally just going through and just brief overview just to show you. So this is the Halloween. And this was a recent acquisition, and I did the Halloween pattern on, and this is a custom bag. So this is when they released their Spooky Cats on Halloween, which I believe is still available. And I did Halloween for the interior, and I did a personalized message, you know, in commemoration of my dog Rocky. And just love this tote. I feel like the dogs and their little costumes are just so cute. You got the little candy corn dog right there. Nassau dog right there. I love how they basically took Best in Show and they gave each of the dogs a costume. And they're just all so cute. The colors are a little bit different because the background color is different. Obviously, this is more of a starker gray, whereas this is more of like a neutral, more muted gray. And the dogs are slightly different, a different shade, but still very close to the original. There just seems to be an overlay. So that is the Halloween. And this is Best in Show. I'm going to put those to the side here. Then I have my Spooky Cats, which is also my current tote, which is all my stuff in it. So this is Spooky Cats. And I cannot tell you how much I love Spooky Cats. I adore this print. Love it to death. And this has just some extra crap in here. But it's basically got my stuff in it. And it's got all of these spooky cats on it. And for the interior, I did the, it's got like the ravens and everything in it, like in cages. And then this is the back. You've just got cats sprawled around. And there's just a lot going on here, but I love the detailing. I love the attention to detail on the cats. I love Ghost Kitty, and I do have a video of this up. So if you want to see this in more detail and the Halloween, I do have a video of both of them. So that is my Spooky Cats. Next, I have my Pooh tote. This is my Pooh tote, and this I haven't used because I find it to be in kind of a fragile condition. I mean, it's still in very good condition. It still looks very beautiful. But it's just, given its age, I'm just kind of storing some blankets in here. And I just have this in my closet. And I love this. And it came with a little Pooh changing pad, which I actually really want to make this into a cosmetic bag. But I haven't figured out how to do that. I'm not a seamstress, and I don't sew. But it might be something to learn. But I did get the little changing pad in there, and then this is the interior. It's just basically yellow. It's just a yellow interior, and I just love this tote. So I do have a full video on this as well on my channel, so you can check that out if you want more details, but I do love this. It's just got great Poohs around the border, if you can see that. And this is a 1990, it's a vintage find that I was able to find on Mercari. So love this tote. Just love it. Then I have my Itsy Ditsy Navy, or I'm sorry, Itsy Ditsy. And this pattern is just absolutely gorgeous. I love the floral detailing of this. I love the little bugs and bees and butterflies and dragonflies that you get in this pattern. And I did the Itsy Ditsy Navy in a custom small Vera tote because I did have the large Vera tote in Itsy Ditsy. So I wanted to do a bag that was Itsy Ditsy Navy, but like I just decided to do the small Vera tote in that one, which I did show. And then this is the interior of it. It's still brand new. I haven't used this, but this is going to be coming out during the spring, summertime. So this is going to be safely stored away. This is my seasonal bag. I know, a lot of you guys don't care about seasons, but if I didn't organize some of this stuff for seasons, I wouldn't know what to do with any of it. So just for organizational purposes, I just love the colors of this. I even think this might even work for winter just because, I don't know, it has like that bright reds, like cranberries, magentas. It like almost has like a holly feel. if that makes sense. I feel like this could work for any time of the year. I feel like this would even make a good fall bag. So I don't know, maybe I might just whip this out for fall now that I think about it. But I'm still in my spooky cats, so I haven't moved out of that. But I do love the Itsy Ditsy. Are you trying to get on my head? Yes, you are. Then I have my Hummingbird Park tote. And this is also one of those that I never got a chance to use. I went a little bit crazy with this release. I bought the small Vera Tote, the large Vera Tote, cosmetic bags, on a roll case, mini cosmetic. But I love this because it has so many hummingbirds on it. And this I actually ordered, I think, via Amazon, I think. And I got one right there, a hummingbird right there. And then I got one on the pocket here. And then I got two on this panel. So there's four right there on the front. And then I got two on this panel over here. And one right there. So I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one has 7 hummingbirds on it. And I love that. I just love that. I mainly got this for the hummingbirds, but I love this pattern overall. It's just so beautiful. It just has such a gorgeous, like, appeal to it. I don't know how to explain it, but I love the color scheme. I love that sort of off-white background with purple, it's got like purple line design, like floral line design throughout. And then you just have these gorgeous flowers that look like they belong on like a Victorian hat. You know, like those tea ladies back in the 1800s or like early 1900s. I mean, it's just, this takes me back like a century. That's the best way I would describe this. It's just so beautiful in that type of Victorian way. That's the kind of feeling that I get when I see this. So yes, so that is my Hummingbird Park tote. My Itsy Ditsy tote. And then I have my Cloud Vine tote, which I did do a whole video on this as well. For those of you who are curious about this one. Cloud Vines. I love this. I got it on the online outlet sale for like 30 bucks and I couldn't be happier with it. And I did use this for like several weeks when I had it. That's the interior. I love the color scheme. I love the blue, the turquoise, the teal, the greens, the dark greens. I mean, it just has so much dimension in it, you know. And then I love that light blue sort of coordinating trim that they decided to use with this. Just overall has a lot of depth and dimension to it. And there's not really any empty space. Like, it's all covered in just these gorgeous florals. So the next bag that I have is the Seawater Blooms Large Vera Tote. And this is in the Performance 12. And this actually has a longer zipper pull, a longer front zipper than the other ones, than the regular Signature Cotton. It still does have that slip pocket, but it's longer. It's wider. So it basically goes from this seam to this seam. And I find that to be really nice. And this is technically a work bag I bought for myself, and I think I got this off the paper store for a really good deal. There was like a 30% off sale. So I bought it from the paper store, and I just love this pattern. I love the color scheme. I love that pink and greens. And then there's sort of like a stenciling going on in the background of like the leaves. If you can see, it's just so beautiful. And the Performance 12 material is just so luscious. Like, I just love that material. It's water resistant, maybe even water repellent, I believe. And it's just so gorgeous. So that is Seawater Blooms. Then I have my Disney Sensational 6. And this one is one that I hunted for a while to get pattern placement that I wanted, because this is one of those that you could really get some choppy pattern placement. But I was really happy with what I ended up with. I got a a Minnie on the front, a Donald and a Minnie in the center there. And then I got 3 characters on this panel. And then 2, or just Daisy on this panel. So I feel like I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got all 6 characters on the front, which I was really, really happy about. And then on the back, I just get this gorgeous paisley with Minnie on the top of it. And she's just blowing a kiss. And I just love this pattern. And here is the interior with that just beautiful Sensational 6 Ditsy interior. So I just love this. I hunted. I called all the stores. And I was just asking them, hey, do you have one with decent pattern placement? I just kept calling. And everyone was just so happy to help because they understood like the importance of pattern placement for this bag. I know a lot of people don't care about pattern placement, but for me, I was looking at some of them and I was just like, oh God, like, you know, with the paisleys and the decapitations and everything like that. I just wanted a bag that had like decent pattern placement. I'm very, very happy with this one. Very happy. So yes, so I went with this one. And that is the Disney Sensational 6. Then I have, my cat's Meow tote. And this one is just my dream come true. I mean, Spooky Cats was a dream come true, but just to have this one as well, so incredibly happy about it. It has, so here is Spooky Cats, and here is regular Cat's Meow. And they're completely different, but like the Halloween and the Best in Show, it's these cats, but dressed up in Halloween costumes. Or with the Halloween theme, and it's just so cute. I actually ended up finding this on eBay and I was bidding on it, so ended up getting it. I had money saved up from some sales that I had made, so I basically just recycled that back into here. I didn't really like, you know, it wasn't anything out of pocket. It was just basically stuff that I didn't need anymore, and I decided that, okay, if I was going to have one piece that I loved, I would rather have the one piece that I love. So ended up finding this, so happy about it. And there's just some really great cats on here. They're just so cute. So, and then here is the interior of the bag. It's got like little canaries or little, yeah, like a little maybe conure. Lychee, is that you in there? That might be you, but a pink version. Like maybe a small parrot or something that's in the little cages. It's just so cute. So that is my cat's Meow. And then I have my other coveted piece, my Banquet Bouquet tote in Performance Twill. I freaking love this bag. It just out of my own sanity have not used this yet, only because I'm just waiting for that time when I feel like it's right to pull this out. This is basically Lavender Meadow, but it's black and white with pops of green, like a neon green. And it has ladybugs on it, but it has little race cars on it as well. And like there's a little race car right there. And I believe this is for like one of the races that happens in Indiana, like a derby or something like that, I believe. But they did this for the women's, the First Ladies Luncheon. And they gave out these bags for that luncheon. So everyone who attended that luncheon, like each of the guests got a goodie bag, and it was a Vera bag with like goodies inside of it. So you wouldn't have had this bag unless you were part of that luncheon, basically. They did not sell this online. They didn't sell it anywhere else. And I managed to find this thanks to Connie. So thank you, Connie. I freaking love this bag, and I'm so excited that you had one of these. So yes, so excited about this. And I can't wait to use it. I think I'm going to pull it out once we get into spring. I'm just going to bring it out for that, around that time. Love this bag, super happy with it. Then I have my last 3 bags. I have my, this is, I think I have the tag. It is in Persistence Patchwork. And this is one of those that was released, I think, in collaboration with QuiltCon. And this is also such a beautiful bag. They did 3 of these with QuiltCon. They did a floral quilt, then they did a Cloud Vines patchwork, and then they did Persistence Patchwork. And I didn't, you know, when I was discovering Vera, I believe it was around late January, and I think they still had this on their website around that time. And didn't pay attention to it. You know, I didn't really know much about Vera at the time. And so I missed this online. And then like maybe a few days later it was gone. So I think it was around that early time frame in early January. And so I ended up finding this on eBay, and it was a good price. So I just ended up going with this. And I like that the lines are fairly straight. That was going to bug me a little bit. I didn't feel like I got anything too wonky. I love the birds. It's basically, what they did is they took, what is that pattern? French paisley. They took French paisley and they incorporated aspects of that pattern, like some of the birds, some of that French paisley like pattern in here, and made it sort of look like a quilt. It's just beautiful. It's just such a beautiful bag. And this is the interior. And it's just such a beautiful bag. I've got like one of my little storage bins is just for like my exclusive bags. So I've got some of my more of like my favorite patterns in like one of the bins. And then I've got everything else sort of like in the other bin. So this is Persistence Patchwork, and I just love it. I just love it. Then I have my VBU tote in Petite Garden. And I'm just going to show this together. I have VBU tote in Petite Garden and Blush Fig. And I love them both. This one, both of them were actually in the online outlet sale. So they both popped up. And I think I love the Petite Garden more, but I do like Blush Fig just because it's a solid, it's kind of a neutral. And I can use this anytime really. And it's got that Petite Garden interior, but it's a darker version. It's more of a purple version of Petite Garden. Whereas Petite Garden has like a navy background with everything on top of it. And the Blush Fig has the Petite Garden with the black background. It has a Blush Fig, or I'm sorry, it has a Petite Garden with the black background. So everything seems more highlighted. The pattern inside seems more highlighted. It's more yellow. It almost looks like a flip. The colors almost look like a flip of this. I don't know if you'd be able to see that, but yeah, so this is the Petite Garden VBU tote. And I just love this bag. I haven't used it yet because, once again, I have like 1,000 bags. But definitely pulling this out around the springtime probably. And this one is going to be one of those that I will use around November or so. It's coming up. I just wanted to give my Spooky Cats and Halloween a fighting chance to be used. Hello? It's probably time for her to eat. So we are actually pretty much done with this video. So that is everything that I have. That I have got a crazy pile of totes right now, and but I love every single one of them. You know, it's just sort of like I've only kept the ones that I really, really love. You know, and I that's also why I'm not buying any more, unless it's maybe a small Vera tote, because I've just got so many and I really want to be able to use all of them at some point. So when we get like new collections or things like that, I'm not like immediately drawn to like buying, you know, a new tote in it or something like that. I really want to be mindful of what I have and be able to use what I have. And I might even end up getting rid of some of this. I don't know, but I don't think I will, not yet, because I want to go ahead and use everything that I have before I decide to like part with pieces or anything like that. But overall, very happy with my collection. I know it was a lot, and thank you guys so much if you've made it through this whole video. You're the bomb. You rock. So, Lychee, say thank you for joining us. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I really hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.